What's good, bro? I've been wanting to have this conversation with you for a while, actually. Because I remember this one day back in 2022. I'm just sat there in the back of my car, and it's like pitch black at this point, right? So just me and my parents in the front. And I'm just sat there in the back with my phone in my hand. I'm just literally just mindlessly scrolling as we're waiting to go home. When I hear them say my name a couple of times, and I just look up and I just know exactly what they're talking about. They're talking about a phone call that they just got from the family doctor that I have, right? So I just gave like this blood test a couple of weeks ago. And they just got the results back. And mind you, I'm a fat kid at this point. I'm a fat ass. I'm like the fat kid in my friend group. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I was just like genuinely fat. But I never really thought of like anything bad actually happening from it. You know, like I was never told by my parents like explicitly, yo, this is bad for you, don't do it. I was just sort of there existing. And then all of a sudden, I hear my parents talking about the thing. And I'm like, yo, mom, no, what's going on? What happened in the call? And they go, oh, Atharv, it was nothing. It's just some cholesterol problem that you have. And mind you, at this point, I'm like a retarded 12-year-old. I don't know much of the terms they're saying, but even I know at this point that I'm 12 years old. I'm supposed to be like the healthiest that I am ever going to be in my life, right? Like you never consider that like some 12-year-old's going to be like getting some diseases, right? And yet here I am sat there in the back of this car being told that I have high cholesterol. A thing that like alcoholic 50-year-olds are supposed to get. Like you can have it imagine it's not normal for just a regular 12-year-old to just get some random cholesterol problem. Yet here I am. And I caused this to myself because I was such a fat ass for all this time. And I tell you that story of just me being sat there in the car realizing how screwed I've become. How screwed up my life and my health. Not because I want to like flame my parents or anything, but because I just want you to realize, dude, even after getting all of that, my parents were still saying like, oh no, it's nothing. Don't even think about it. It's not a big deal. It's normal. That's the lie that you and I have been fed for so long. That we should just accept that we're fat. That we should just accept it. It's just normal for ours. Don't even think about it. Focus on in your inner personality, whatever, right? I'm making this video because I want to pull back that curtain. I want to expose how much of a lie that is. Because it almost destroyed my life, dude. I'm not even kidding. It potentially could have left me right now to be like a semi-depressed fat kid for probably the rest of my life. And to give you some context, right? I'll give you like another example. I was sat there one time in like health class. We were just there. And this was like back in like 7th grade a couple of years ago. And we're sat there just in the back of the class. And for some reason, we don't have like the regular teacher today. We have like the substitute that came in because for some reason. And she goes through this slideshow about like the food pyramid, like some random health class. Mind you, she's like this fat old white woman, right? And then somewhere in the middle of it, she mentions that, guys, remember, you should accept yourself at all sizes. Don't think about it. It's normal to be fat at your age. I think it's probably like the government probably like told all the teachers to like talk about being fat like that, right? And at the back of the class, bro, we are all flaming her. We do not believe for a second any of the words she's saying. Because the truth is, right? The truth about accepting you're fat. If you're one of the, like, depressed anime girls in, like, that friend group. Like, if you're a girl, right? If you're a girl, you can accept you're fat. You'll probably be fat. Even though I think most girls, you'll still probably get fat shamed. I don't know exactly. But if you're, like, one of the weird girls, like, you can imagine, like, the ones that are drawing, like, furry fanfic, like, in their notebooks during class. Yeah. If you're in that friend group, sure, I think you can probably accept it and you'll not get flamed that much. Like, you'll be weird, but you'll probably be good. If you're a dude, bro, if you're a dude, accepting it isn't possible. Because you're going to be flamed no matter what. And I've been through it. I've genuinely gone through it. And I wish I could tell you otherwise. I wish I could say, oh, no. Everybody should accept everybody at whatever. Nobody should judge people. I would say that if it was true, right? But it's not. Because I've gone through it and I've seen for myself just how much being fat demotes you. demotes you in front of everybody else. Everybody would treat me like I'm genuinely below them. But you want to know the worst part, right? You might say, oh, but it only matters what's on the inside anyways. You should just ignore what they're saying, right? But the truth is, being fat wasn't even the worst part, right? Like having the man moves, whatever. That wasn't like the worst part. That wasn't what decreased my confidence. That's not what made me feel like I was beneath others, right? Sure, it messed up with how I felt about myself, but the worst part about being fat is that you start to believe what everybody else is saying to you and that it's true. Whenever I look in the mirror and I'd see the man moves that I had, I'd see the amount of fat that I have on my body, the double chin protruding out. Dude, I started to agree what everybody else was saying about me. Because it kind of was true. Think about it. It was true that I was a lazy bitch. It was true. I wasn't doing any good habits. I had negative good habits. I was sat there. Literally, my daily routine would be being sat there from sunrise, not even sunrise. I'd be waking up at like 12 o'clock. I'd just be sat there on my desk, playing video games, eating junk food, going on the hub, scrolling while I was gaming, right? And yet I was being told to just accept it. You and I have been fed this lie over and over, but you've seen it. You've seen that it doesn't work. So why are we still trying to deny it? I was like this too, by the way. I'm not trying to say that I was any better, right? But the thing about fat acceptance, the reason it's just evil, right? And this all ties back into like how I actually escaped being fat, like how I actually improved it. But the first step is for me to realize that being fat wasn't the issue. Accepting it was. Right? You're not a bad person if you're fat, right? Like, dude, I've been there. I'm still making progress. I still receive the same like abuse that I used to get, right? It's just less now. But dude, back like in 2022, when I was just sat there basically in the middle, like we were just eating lunch, and I was getting made fun of by every single person who was in my friend group. I'm not even kidding, bro. It was possibly the worst I'd ever felt in my life. Because the thing about trying to accept being fat, now the thing about trying to accept it is that when you try and accept it, you're essentially just trying to tolerate. You're conditioning yourself to tolerate, yeah, I'm fat and I accept it. But that just makes you like in a worse position, because now what happens is that you're not even becoming dissatisfied with it. You see, the thing about trying to lose fat is that it's like this level, like it's this thing that only happens when you build up a certain level of dissatisfaction, right? It's like in a video game. If you've ever like a special ability in a video game, you can't just spam it. You have to let like the XP, the mana bar, it has to fill up before you can use like the actual ability, right? It's kind of like that with fat loss. I know it's kind of weird, but you need to let that dissatisfaction build up. But trying to accept your fat by escaping, by going into video games, junk food. Oh, I don't need to lose fat. That's insecure. When you say these things to yourself, it's like you're undermining that dissatisfaction. You're not going to make progress when you're accepting it, and so you stay stuck. Now, if you love being fat, you wouldn't have even clicked on this video, right? So don't even lie to yourself. Oh, I don't care if I'm fat. Yes, you do. You do. I did. And you can fix it. But step one is you need to have that dissatisfaction bar high enough. So just visualize with me right now. Imagine you can go down two paths, right? Like imagine like it's almost like this skill tree. You can pass through either of these ways, right? You can either, just close your eyes right now. You can either keep denying it. You can continue to cope with things like video games, junk food, scrolling, everything that I used to do to try and get some of that acceptance from everybody else. You can keep on allowing these days pass, letting yourself just consume, to just keep on going through the pleasurable things because it masks that pain that you have. And yeah, you might like end up level 100 in some game that you're going to forget about. But the truth is, it's painful. It's going to stay even more painful the longer that you accept it. Or you can go down the second path where you don't accept it anymore. You realize, wait a minute, Why am I letting all these adults in my life, all these fat white health teachers telling me that I can just accept it? No, I'm not going to accept it. You know what? I want to improve. I want to lose the fat. And here's the thing. It's not going to be instant, right? I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh yeah, suddenly you're just going to make it this journey easy. But you're at least letting yourself start. You're letting yourself at least start this. You're starting to summit this journey of trying to lose fat instead of just holding yourself back and saying, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to lose fat. I like the way I am. No, you don't. Now, I want to make this video something like actionable for you, right? I want this video to be something that you can actually take away and improve your life with, right? But what I want to just quickly again remind you is losing fat is difficult, right? I'm not going to, again, if I was here to lie to you, if I was here to tell you whatever you wanted to hear, right? I would be telling you right now, dude, 1 hour of video games is fine. You know what? A couple hours, it's fine. You're a teen, whatever. But here's what I really mean by that. This is possibly the hardest journey you're going to go on, right? But you want to know what's even harder? The thing that's going to be even more painful? Letting yourself stay here. Letting the years build as you just stay in this hole, the thing that you're refusing to climb out of because you're just trying to accept it. That's where I was for the longest time. And I only made progress when I did this. Here's your action step. Don't stress out. Don't feel bad about it. I want you to put your hand up right now and just say to yourself, okay? I will not accept. Say it out right now, all right? Do it right now. I will not accept being a lower version of myself. That's it. That's your action step for this. If you can just do that, you're 10 times further ahead than you will be if you just didn't watch this video. If you didn't understand that, dude, this is a lie. It's evil. It's letting these corporations take advantage of you with junk food, with scrolling, with gaming. All of these things are not made in your benefit. They're made so that you can be screwed over while they make money, right? And what I mean by this, again, the reason I'm saying this is that accepting it is going to be the worst decision you ever make. So don't listen to everybody else saying it, all right? What else do I want to say? I think that's it, bro. If you got any value in this, by the way, I have a full, you can just literally click on the link below. I have literally just a form. You can just book a call with me, literally a 30-minute call. If you want advice for things like losing fat, quitting your addictions, getting ahead right now, at this age right now. You know, improving your confidence after being fat for years. I've been through all these things, all right? And if you found that whatever I've been saying to you right now resonated with you, all right? Go click that link, go book a call if you want. And as always, my name's Atharv. See you soon, bro. Love you.